Good evening. Welcome to our Senior Honors Night for the class of 2024. My name is Ryan Clements, and I have the true privilege to serve as the head of the upper school here at Augusta Prep. I would like to extend a warm welcome to our parents and guardians. We appreciate the opportunity to celebrate the achievements of this class with you. Thank you for being here this evening, especially with that rain. Thanks also to the members of the Augusta Prep faculty, staff, and leadership joining us today, both for your work to make this event possible and all of the love and care that you have invested in the class of 2024. Of course, we must extend many thanks to the caring members of the PFA who put together a lovely reception in the Hall Fine Arts Center lobby for tonight, among countless other wonderful events and acts of kindness that strengthen community bonds. It's important to offer here a very special thanks to Mrs. Monica Erskine, Mr. Chris Gay, Mr. Jamie McAteer, and Ms. Jeannie Williams, who have gone to great lengths, both today and in the past several weeks, to ensure that this evening is the special and inclusive celebration of a most deserving class. Around every corner, I've seen this group doing the heavy lifting that goes into planning and executing special community moments. And a final heartfelt thank you to our seniors, the class of 2024. Your feats and achievements are many, and we're here tonight to recognize you for your efforts. While the sun is setting on your time as students on our campus, your prep family will look forward to many return visits and to hearing about your next adventures and successes. It is my pleasure to introduce to you Mr. Jonathan Stroud, our extremely talented and committed Director of College Counseling, who will share the senior class program.
Good evening. It is indeed my honor to provide a profile of the graduating class. As the AP Psychology teacher, I've assured our seniors I will not be providing a personality profile. Rather, as the Director of College Counseling, I'll be providing a college admissions profile. A profile is defined as a representation. It can be meaningful, and I'm happy to share your impressive class profile with you. It, however, ultimately seems inadequate to me. It cannot fully capture the vitality and character of an Augusta Prep class, and certainly not the special qualities of its individual members. As the college counselor, I've had the distinct privilege to get to know you through periods of self-reflection and anticipation. During the college admissions process, you were challenged to describe who you are while simultaneously projecting how new opportunities might further shape and define who are you becoming and will be. I hope that this process was affirmation, providing insight into how you've grown, how you were prepared for college, and your future plans and goals. I'm always confident about our students' college admissions prospects. Prep students are especially impressive when colleges consider their academic performance in relation to their level of academic challenge and take into account their leadership, service to others, willingness to engage and to be involved, and their personal character, interests, and goals. Here's your class college admissions profile. You've continued the tradition of 100% of the graduating class being accepted into a four-year degree program. You've submitted a total of 176 college applications, an average of 5.7 applications per student. You and your families did a terrific job of targeting good fit colleges. This explains why our college acceptance rate was 74%. Consider that the average acceptance rate of the most selective colleges is now less than 10%, and the average acceptance rate of the colleges to which you applied is less than 50%. Here are some compelling examples of your admission success. Our acceptance rate to Auburn was 100% compared to its overall acceptance rate of 39%. 100% of our applicants were offered admission to popular college options such as Augusta University, Georgia Southern, and the College of Charleston. 83% of our applicants were admitted by Georgia College, 86% at the University of South Carolina. 80% of our applicants were offered admission by the University of Georgia, compared to its acceptance rate of 37%. This is the 5th consecutive year that PrEP's acceptance rate has at least doubled UGA's overall rate. 80% of you were admitted by Georgia Tech, compared to its acceptance rate of only 15%. You also received offers from other prestigious colleges such as Baylor, Davidson, Duke, Furman, Howard, the University of Miami, Purdue, Rhodes, University of Rochester, SMU, Spelman, Tufts, Vanderbilt, Wake Forest, William & Mary, and the University of Virginia. The 31 of you will be attending 22 different colleges. In other words, you didn't just follow the crowd. You made the right college choice for yourself. 40% of you will be attending a college in Georgia, 23% in South Carolina, and 37% will be heading to California, Virginia, Texas, Tennessee, North Carolina, Michigan, Mississippi, or Florida. 37% of you will be attending a private college, 63% a public institution. We are also proud that we have a student who will be pursuing a trade of their choice. Through your collective and individual efforts, talents, and interests, you've left your mark at PrEP and beyond. As a class, you have a truly impressive academic and extracurricular profile. This class consistently produced in the classroom, having an average weighted cumulative GPA of 94.8. Your average SAT score is 1307. Your average ACT score is 29. These were the scores of those of you who submitted test scores as part of your college applications. 40% of you were members of the National Honor Society. We had 1 National Merit Scholar, 1 National Hispanic Scholar, and 1 National African American Scholar. 2 students earned the rare honor of the Diploma of French Studies, and 1 was named the Flair Student of the Year. Another one of you was named among the top 100 students nationally in the Regeneron Science Talent Search. Almost 2/3 of you competed in a sport or cheer. A number of you were recognized as all-region or all-state. You had a state champion and record holder in cross-country and track. 3 students signed athletic national letters of intent to play in college. And 4 students were recognized as GIAA Marcy Johnson Academic Athlete Award recipients. PrEP had the most honored students of all GIA school members. Over 1/3 of you have been actively involved in the creative arts, including a poetry slam winner, 3 members of PrEP's 2024 State Literary Champs, 2 first-place recipients in the Young Writers Competition, and this year we enjoyed watching you in A Midsummer Night's Dream in Matilda. You plan to pursue majors in the arts, the humanities, the social sciences, the natural sciences, mathematics, engineering, and computer science. Some of you may even drive off to college commandeering a car you built a motorsports engineer. That was supposed to be a little bit of a laugh. You've been recognized not only by offers of admission, but by scholarship offers as well. 94% of you qualified for the State of Georgia Hope Scholarship, 60% for the Zell Miller Scholarship. We have 3 Watson Brown Foundation Scholarship recipients, and as a class you were offered scholarships valued at approximately $5 million. Students are always both excited and a little anxious about going to college. You're ready. At Augusta Prep, you've learned how to advocate for yourself. You have the experience and tools to respond to new challenges. You know and value what it means to be part of a community. In closing, like all of our faculty and staff, I find as I get to know you, I really can't help but to truly care about each and every one of you. We are proud of you and confident that you'll be successful in your future endeavors, and you'll have a positive impact on your future community, just as you have had here. Congratulations, class of 2024.
A treasured tradition at Augusta Prep is the inclusion of a number of student speakers and presenters in the commencement experience. While the majority of these speaking assignments are a function of elected position or academic honors, one has the specific honor of being voted on and named by the class itself. The class of 2024 selected a true Renaissance person for us today in Mr. Hank Monig. He's a scholar, athlete, artist who has been as important in the classroom as he has been on the field of play. Hank has established himself as a leader in all arenas for his loyalty, trustworthiness, and talent. His creative spirit has been an incredible gift to his classmates and our community. Hank embodies the qualities we most value and serves as an ideal representative of his class tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Hank Monig.
Good evening. My name is Hank Monig, and I have the honor of speaking on behalf of this year's graduating class. When I was told I was to speak to you all tonight about this group of people, I first went to the Photos app on my iPhone. It often holds memories, so I thought it would be a useful tool to start brainstorming for this speech. I was shocked though when I looked back and saw some pretty odd haircuts, outfits, and poses from middle school and even into freshman year. Once I collected my thoughts a little bit though and looked back on these past 4 years, I realized what a special group this class really is. On the senior retreat, it is customary to talk about the legacy we want to leave behind at Prep. Some years it's merely a conversation, other years an acronym is thought of to describe the class. Although we didn't come up with any acronym or cool phrase, I can confidently say that this class is an athletic, artistic, creative, and intelligent group of young men and women. Members of this class have played every varsity sport Prep has to offer, as well as competing in club sports off campus. We have runners, swimmers, and football players going to play collegiate level sports next year. Members of this class can paint lifelike images and beautiful landscapes. Artists can mold clay into beautiful sculpted mugs and vases, and some can create digital animations. We have students who can code a program on a computer and others who can take apart and rebuild that same computer by themselves. We have many talented musicians playing instruments such as guitar, violin, and piano, as well as those whose voice is their instrument. Members of this class are among the brightest students in the nation, with multiple national scholarships, foundations, and local media recognizing the talent inside the classrooms at Prep. We are a diverse group of students with many cultural backgrounds, varying hobbies, and different academic interests. This class hosts a wide variety of all aspects of high school life, and rather than pulling us apart, our class lets these differences bring us closer together. We are able to look past our own opinions and come together as a family when it matters most. Our class sets an example through our leadership. We have students leading the Service Club, Fellowship of Christian Students, Student Section Club, and believe it or not, even the Taylor Swift Club. We have students welcoming new families into our community and leading campus tours for prospective students. These seniors are leaders in their community, heading service projects in the greater Augusta area, and mentoring young kids in the lower school and at various summer camps. We have 4 Eagle Scouts, a rare and meaningful achievement that speaks to leadership, kindness, service, and dedication. I could list many more achievements that this class has earned, yet I think sometimes it is helpful to hold up a mirror to the memories this class has made over the past 4 years to truly understand who we are and what we will leave behind. Personally, I know I will miss coming into school, seeing the senior area and lounge bursting with energy. A TikTok is likely being made at one end and homework is being done on the other, while outside a cornhole tournament is taking place next to the theater. I will miss senior prank day when we moved all of Mr. Clemens' furniture outside, parked in horrible fashion, and ate pizza and hung out for the whole day. I will also miss senior speeches, where the high school gets to hear a classmate talk about a topic that brings them joy. I asked my classmates to share some of their favorite memories too. Along with getting kicked out of the senior lounge about 5 times, some highlights include watching movies in Mr. Mims' class, bus rides to away sports games, playing volleyball together on the sophomore retreat, and our late night game of manhunt on the senior retreat, where the weight limit on a hammock was exceeded, causing it to rupture. Lastly, I'd like to share one last memory that Ms. Williams and I share, and it's the story behind this cup. One night of the senior retreat, we were trying to start a fire. However, no matches were in sight, and neither one of the lighters was working. So So, as experienced Boy Scouts, Rip and I went to the old electric stove with a stick wrapped in toilet paper and touched the paper to the stove to start a small flame. Little did we think that a small flame would turn into a big flame that could burn our hands and arms pretty badly. So, after dropping the stick and retrying a couple of times, we managed to light the paper, stuff the stick inside this cup, and transport it about 30 feet to the campsite to start a fire. The night's festivities and s'mores could then happen, and all went well after that. I share this story not only to speak to mine and Fripp's genius idea that could have ended up with a couple of hospital visits, but also to get a certain message across. This cup, as you see, is pretty beat up. It's twisted and dirty and melted all over, yet I bet if I cleaned the cup a little bit and poured a glass of water, I could still drink from it. I think this cup is a little like how our Prep family will be in the coming years. We will all go our separate ways and have separate experiences, growing in our own ways. Yet no matter how much anything or anyone can try to bend or melt or twist or change up who we are, the connection our class has formed at Prep over the years will always stay intact and will always be one to remember. Thank you.
Thank you, Hank. Don't get too comfortable. You'll be coming back up here in just a moment. I'm Franklin Kennedy, Department Head of World Languages, but I'm also in charge of an organization called the Cum Laude Society. In 1998, Augusta Preparatory Day School had the distinct honor of becoming a member of the Cum Laude Society. Founded in 1906, this organization was modeled upon America's oldest university honor society, Phi Beta Kappa. In the world of academia, the Cum Laude Society, representing the finest high schools in America, is held in very high regard. In all, there are 367 member schools. Augusta Prep is proud to be one of only 11 chapters in the whole state of Georgia. The motto of Cum Laude Society is Arete, Dike, Time. Translating from the Greek is excellence, justice, honor. The goal of the organization is to promote these three qualities at the secondary school level. The fact that our school is a member of this organization is a benefit to all students who are enrolled. Each year, the top 20% of the senior class are admitted into Cum Laude. In the fall, we inducted the 3 students who fell into the top 10% of the class. They have already been recognized, but I would like them to come up to the stage again. Emily Huo, Hank Money, and Maya Nussbaum, please come up and form a little line, please. Come up and sort of be facing this aisle where Mr. Gay is going to be taking his photographs tonight. He's waving in the back there, and way back, all right. Okay. A little further.
Fun.
All right. They're so smart. Okay. All right. Next, it is my great honor to welcome the students who will round out the top 20% of the senior class. Please join me in welcoming Cum Laude's newest inductees. And inductees, please join the line and remain on the stage as I call you up in alphabetical order. I will then hand out certificates to all 6 members. So, in alphabetical order, Evan Friedman. Anna Day. And Fripp McDougall. All right, and I'm going to hand out the certificates, and we'll probably get a quick photo handshake with each one. Is that right, Mr. Hay? Thank you. Okay. I will be followed by Mr. William Bowman. Thanks so much.
Okay, good evening. I have the honor of awarding the Student Council Award. The Student Council Award is given to the senior who has served as the Student Council President for the academic year. Now, this student, I want to give a special thanks to this student because this was my first year serving as the faculty sponsor, and it's a lot. Miss Sheila Owen did a tremendous job leading the student council for all those years, and you don't really get a sense of how much effort that requires until you're trying to fill those shoes. But so if it wasn't for all these seniors actually, all the 4 seniors that led the student council, and particularly this president, it would have been pretty overwhelming for me. So. Fred, thank you for your leadership, thank you for your adaptability, thank you for your ability to think quickly on your feet, thank you for your commitment to serve your students and their interests. Thank you for leading all the Monday assemblies, and thank you for your patience with me. So come on up and get your award. Very good. Mr. Kennedy back to the stage.
All right. And this time I'm going to be up here talking about the senior speech program. For nearly a quarter of a century, delivery of a senior speech to the prep community has been one of the final milestones on the long and winding road that leads toward graduation. Classmates and teachers alike cheer our seniors on as they make their way down this path toward the finish line. In my view, the process of crafting a personal speech is both a responsibility and a privilege. For while the task may be daunting, it provides, nevertheless, one of the few opportunities for our seniors to share something that they hold dear in such a personal yet public forum. I myself learned something of interest from each and every speech, and I know that the seniors, in going through this process, learned something about themselves as well. I want to thank both the seniors for sharing their stories with us and their advisors who helped speed them on their way. Thank you to Mrs. Boyd, Bowman, Finland, Mims, and Morgan. Round of applause for them. Now on to the recognitions. Each year we bestow a Senior Speech Peer Award and a Senior Speech Faculty Award, both of which are determined through approval voting. Before I announce these awards, though, I would like to mention a few runners-up. The speeches of the following 6 seniors also garnered the strong support of faculty and classmates alike. They are, if you would forgive an imperfect metaphor, today's bronze and silver medalists. Where I begin doesn't really matter. For that matter, what does matter? Well, Emily, well, apparently you matter, as is shown by the number of votes cast for your speech on nihilism, or nihilism. Whatever, doesn't really matter, does it? Dear audience, if you are having a hard time following what I'm saying, that's because you missed Emily's elucidating lecture on the evanescence of all things. Speaking of evanescence, now would be a relatively good time to make mention of the essence of Evan's speech. Evan, in your speech on the nature of what time is, was, or will be, just to mention a few possible tenses out there, you made a complex topic intelligible to those of us who are not rocket scientists. A good time was had by all. Though I hesitate to rush on, are you catching I'm throwing some puns in here? Rush, okay. Though I hesitate to rush on, our time is, after all, limited. Tanner, I am so glad that you muscled your way into the winner's circle. When writing this and thinking about your topic of an interest in muscle cars, I got to wondering if your family name might have had an impact on your style of driving. Or maybe you were the descendant of some 19th century Mustang Wrangler. Whatever the case, you raced to the finish line with grace, poise, and the pedal to the metal. While speeding is no laughing matter, your audience found great amusement in your speech on humor, Sam Cannell. And while I wasn't too amused when I learned that you had changed your speech topic without discussing it with me, as is clearly indicated in the senior speech guidelines, you won me over with your thoughtful, articulate, and yes, very entertaining speech on the importance of humor. It was even better than watching cat videos on YouTube. Before I mention our next speech, I call to mind an exercise that Mr. Willard had the faculty take part in when he first arrived on campus. He helped us to discover what common interests we had by asking us if we preferred, for instance, coffee or tea, books or movies, and so on. Well, though he didn't use the words Ilurophile or cinephile, I can assure you that I grouped myself with the Ilurophiles. And I know that I am in good company with, among others, Moira Rose, the only TV character I have ever heard utter that utterly wonderful word, and our very own Abby Watson. Abby, your speech on cats and the importance that your feline companion has had in your life was as moving and artful as any we have heard on the prep stage. Artful, too, was the speech delivered by Quinn Yates as she led us through a visually appealing and beautifully organized presentation on the lives and impacts of several art activists. Quinn, thank you for having an impact on our community. To all of these seniors, congratulations. And now to the so-called gold medals. The Peer Choice Award goes to a young man whose family apparently has a real fondness for Christmas and its many traditions. J.T. Gay, thank you for taking us through the history of Nutcrackers and for sharing with us your family's passion/obsession with collecting these family fanciful devices. Please come up to the stage to receive a complimentary book. There aren't so many books out there on Nutcrackers, but I know you're a baseball fan, so I hope you like this.
You're welcome.
The Faculty Choice Award goes to a student who not only gave a speech, but also, in a way, gave a performance and an experience for all of us to ponder. This was a speech that was so meta that even Mark Zuckerberg would have been impressed. Actor, playwright, director of Fourth Wall Productions, Labib Hassan, please come join JT on the stage. JT, I meant to say to stay up here and I didn't, I apologize. Okay? Extra steps. It's all good. I will now be followed by Mr. Clemens.
Each year, the seniors gather to vote on which member of the faculty they will invite to deliver the faculty address at their honor celebration. While this is a significant honor bestowed upon just one member of our faculty, it can also be a daunting task. One last chance to welcome the entire senior class into their classroom of sorts, with the supreme goal of being reflective and inspirational with the message is a profound challenge. The senior class has chosen to gift this honor to none other than Mr. Tim Schaefer. Mr. Schaefer celebrates 41-year career in education with the last 23 years as a member of the prep community. As he prepares to retire from the classroom for other pursuits, this will be Mr. Schaefer's last lesson at prep. So it is fitting he was selected for this honor. It is my privilege to introduce trusted advisor and educator, Mr. Tim Schaefer, to the podium.
Let's get the screen down here. seniors, thank you for honoring me by selecting me as the faculty speaker. I was not privy to your voting process, but I've always been a fan of approval voting, where each of you would have voted for each and every faculty member that you would approve of giving a speech. This method is designed to produce outcomes that are satisfactory to the most voters. With 31 seniors and at least 21 upper school teachers, assuming each senior voted for at least one upper school teacher, I know, mathematically, based on the pigeonhole principle, you can look at it, I know that I received at least 3 votes. Thank you. I really get a little nervous and shaky doing speeches like this, so I recruited JL, that's Mr. Lutz, to help me out by clicking for me. Thank you, Mr. Lutz. He's my PPP, that's a PowerPoint pal, or more appropriately, my GSSSS, Google Slideshow Slide. Thank you, Mr. Lutz. All right, Mr. Lutz recently reminded me about Jim Valvano's famous speech delivered at ESPN ESPY Awards in 1993. Coach Valvano, in a powerful speech, definitely worth watching on YouTube, proclaimed a simple recipe for a great day. Coach Valvano stated that it is a great day if you do 3 things. Number 1, laugh. Number 2, think. Number 3, cry. My goal is to make you cry. And I'm actually very good at that. You know, I'm a math teacher. There have been a lot of tears in room 10, just across the room, and many more in kitchens and bedrooms spanning the CSRA. Hey, just trying to make your day great. I commend you, class of 2024, for your accomplishments. We already heard about college and scholarships. 4 claps for all your great decisions for next year. More importantly, I want to congratulate you on having really cool birthdays. On the screen, your birthdays are arranged by the 4 seasons, by hand. No AI in this speech. Check it out. Only 3 birthdays are in the summer. And 3 of you have your birthday on the same day. How does something like that happen? I also want to congratulate you on having really cool last names. They are especially cool when they're arranged shortest to longest. The lengths seem to form a symmetric mound-shaped distribution, only slightly skewed to the right. Hey, you also have really impressive middle names. Take a look. I see the name Timothy up there. Excellent choice. Hey, one more. We should also be stoked about your first names. I am. The mode is J. The median is J. The average numerical rank of the first letter, assigning 1 for A, 2 for B, etc., is approximately 9.741935, which corresponds to J with a little influence from his upstream partner, I. Now, I put copies of these infographics in your senior bag in case you want to spend many, many hours perusing them like I did. Okay, back to the speech. I still need to make you cry, and I know how to do it. It's time for a quiz. I have some tissues. You guys can go share this. There we go. Okay, it's only 4 questions, and just 1 or 2 require math. This quiz is for the graduates, but it's also for everyone else out there. Please give each question a try. No one should be taking notes if you miss, and your grade will be recorded nowhere. Please just do your best. Question number 1. What does the Pythagorean theorem say? Now, hey, just get the answer in your mind. Don't shout out, don't need to write it down. I'll give you about 5 more seconds. Close enough answer. I know that my highly trained how could the students would say the Pythagorean theorem says a squared plus b squared is c squared, and that would be wrong. See the counterexample there? You might argue that we should obviously assume that A, B, and C are all the lengths of the sides in a right triangle. Possibly so, but still wrong. Yeah, still wrong. If you say A squared plus B squared is C squared, you have to assume the following: that we have a right triangle, that A and B are legs, and that C is the hypotenuse. Here are two possible correct answers. If you have either of these answers, extra squat M snacks for you. Why did I make you consider the Pythagorean theorem? It is familiar, it's understandable, and it yells out truth. Correct reasoning requires correct assumptions. Question number 2, multiple choice. I'm testing your numeracy and your literacy and more with this one. On the right is a picture of a canyon in the western United States. How long ago did that canyon begin to form? Less than 100 years ago? Between 100 years ago and 20 billion years ago? Or more than 20 billion years ago? Anyone confident? Well, it would be reasonable to think that we do not actually know when the canyon actually began to form, but in this case we do. You see, the volcano known as Mount St. Helens in the state of Washington erupted in a big way on May 18, 1980. After the eruption, on the slopes of the mountain, a natural dam was formed, and a huge lake of water collected behind it. Eventually, the dam failed, and the rushing water both moved sediment and carved through it to form this canyon. The correct answer is A. The canyon was formed in the 1980s, less than 50 years ago. Why did I ask this question? Because eyewitness evidence is valuable. Be wary of conclusions that are speculated, not seen. Question number 3, a brain teaser. I cannot remember where I learned it. I also imagine I taught a few of this out there at some point, so try not to spoil it for those around you, please. Okay, here it is. It's a conversation. Now, this could take you a while to figure out, so respecting your dinner plans, I'm going to tell you the answer. The conversation show is between two country folks out for a walk in a pretty wild area. I can imagine this being a couple of you seniors, not going to say who, in about maybe 33 years. It is a back and forth conversation. Please excuse the enunciation and the dialect. Here's the solution. Here goes. The first guy points to the ground and he says, MR snakes. MR not. SAR. CMBDIs. Oh, MR snakes. Okay, 2 claps for that. Question number 3 is just for fun. Try it on your favorite uncle the next time you see him. Question number 4. The last question is certainly more serious. It is a question that no one in any school that I went to ever asked me, but it is clearly very important. To whom must you ultimately answer? This question, in seeking the answer, and the consequences of the answer, these are huge aspects of life. Many important decisions and relationships are affected by how you answer this question. I am not here to tell you what to think. I only hope that if I taught you, I modeled some good examples of how to think. It was a daily goal just to make you think. Anyway, as for me, I sincerely believe that I will have to answer to the awesome God that created humans in His image. I believe that I need to continue to get out of my own way and allow the creator of the universe to have His way. And yes, I recognize that I have fallen short very often, perhaps even now. In any case, I will press on. Okay, we're almost finished. Okay, now, I know not all of you are leaving Augusta Prep next year, but the vast majority of you are. And well, on behalf of your parents, I have something to say. Actually to sing. Wrong end. This is gonna be crazy. sunshine when you're gone. Only cloudy skies all day. Ain't no sunshine when you're gone. When you're gone too long. Anytime you're gone away. I know two things. Number one, that's plenty enough singing by me. And number two, those lyrics are not true. Yes, you guys will be missed, and you are loved beyond comprehension. But when you're gone, the sun will continue to shine. It's Augusta. In conclusion, a sincere blessing. Class of 2024, may the Lord bless you and keep you. May the Lord make his face shine on you and be gracious to you. May the Lord lift his countenance upon you and give you peace. Amen. Thank you. Thank you. Mr. Clemens is back up.
Yeah, I got nothing. A little heads up, Tim, would have been helpful. This is year 24, and that was the best speech I've ever heard. Truthfully. I was not there for the Sermon on the Mount. As noted in your program, we'll now move on to departmental, athletic, and senior recognition awards. It is important to note that in an effort to honor as much excellence, talent, and passion as possible across the class, each student is eligible to receive a maximum of one departmental award. Departmental award recipients are determined from a set of nominees produced by the department based on criteria that include performance, contributions, growth, and achievement. Each departmental award is a beautifully wrapped book, specifically selected for the recipient. They will be presented with a brief statement about the recipient, and that statement is inscribed on a bookplate that we have included on the book's inside cover. A quick logistical note for award recipients. We'll ask that you please come up onto the stage using the stairs to my right, as you've been doing all right. The presenter of the award will meet you, present the award, they'll take a quick photo, and you'll return to your seat. With that out of the way, would you please welcome Mr. Joseph Lutz to the podium.
Good evening. As chair of the English department, it's my pleasure to announce the senior who earned this year's English Departmental Award. Mrs. Debbie Jones, the woman that you can find in your program who gives her name to the department's award, was a longtime beloved English teacher who eventually served as upper school head. This year's Debbie Jones Award for English was given to a student who, quote, always turns in her work, completes all of her assignments, completes all of her readings, contributes to class discussions meaningfully, supports her peers in a positive way. It is also given for her own personal love of reading. This year's award recipient is Miss Sarah Beth Trotter. And if you know, you know. Sarah Beth's wearing Chelsea blue. Go Chelsea. I'll be followed by Mrs. Taylor White.
Hello, my have the honor of announcing the departmental awards for both performing and visual arts on behalf of the Fine Arts Department. I will start off with the Visual Arts Award, which Eric Miller wrote the following on. Stealing the spotlight both on and off the stage, Jackson Drew isn't just raising the curtain on technical theater. He's practically redesigning the whole theater playbook. With a flair for the dramatic and a knack for turning sets into masterpieces, he's the unsung hero behind every show-stopping performance. Lights, camera, action, more like lights, camera, Jackson. Because when it comes to technical theater, he's the real star of the show. Congratulations to Jackson Drew. Unfortunately, he could not be here tonight, so I guess on to the Performing Arts Award. Jeannie Williams and Jamie McAteer had the following to say. You are the definition of a shining star. Your big smile and charisma draw an audience in and spread such joy. We hope that no matter the ups and downs you face in your next chapter, you will always approach it with that same positive spirit. Congratulations, Elizabeth Bender. I would now like to welcome Mrs. Charlotte Elick to the stage.
As the chair of our Information Literacy Research and Technology Department, I'm pleased to present this award to a senior. For breaking the internet with their mastery of pixels and prose, the 12th grade Information Literacy Research and Technology Award is presented to Evan Friedman. I will be followed by Mr. Ryan Coe.
Good evening. As chair of the math department, it is my privilege to announce the award for the math department. To the recipient, we congratulate you on an incredible 4 years of achievement in mathematics. We appreciate your drive and passion and unrelenting perseverance. We commend you for applying your impressive mathematical ability to your daily work. We affirm your excitement as your apparent upper limit of your aptitude moves higher and higher. We all wish you the best in your college pursuits, mathematically or otherwise. Best wishes for great success. The award goes to Hannah Gay. I'll now be followed by Mr. James Mason.
Hello, I'm James Mason. I have the honor of presenting this year's Science Department Award. To the mind that delves deeper, the heart that seeks answers, and the hands that reach beyond the classroom, this book honors your passion for science and your commitment to pushing the boundaries of knowledge. Please join me in welcoming Emily Wall to the stage. I have the honor of being followed by Dr. Bill White.
Good evening, I'm Bill White, Chair of the Social Studies Department, and it is my privilege to announce our Senior Award for school year 23-24. While all in my department were in agreement, these words are from Mr. Jonathan Stroud. For your genuine interest in learning about psychology and your diligent, thoughtful approach to understanding the many topics covered in AP Psychology, we commend your outstanding classroom performance and celebrate your promise as a future scholar. This award is presented to Annabelle Claire Moya. Followed by Mr. Franklin Kennedy.
Right. We will round out the departmental awards with a World Languages Award. And here is our text. To so-and-so. You exemplify language learning through your engagement, bright enthusiasm, preparedness, and willingness to collaborate with peers and teachers. You not only enhance any classroom, but you do so with flair. May your passion for art and interest in Spanish forge exciting paths through life. This award goes to Quinn Yates. Thank you so much.
Good evening, my name is Rory Bradley, and I'm honored to be the Athletic Director at Augusta Prep. Tonight, we will present the following awards. We'll recognize our Blue and Gold Award recipients, the Morris E. Johnson Award recipients, the Most Outstanding Female and Male Senior Athletes, and the Scott Jared Olaf Award recipient. First, our Blue and Gold Award recipients. The Blue and Gold Award recognizes the outstanding contributions of those athletes who have received 10 or more varsity letters over their career at Augusta Prep. These names will be added to the plaques in the Hall of Champions. Student athletes, when your name is called, please stand to be recognized. Jack Butler, Sam Cannell, JT Gay, Rachel Gay, Britt McDougall, Annabelle Claire Mwanya, Chance Ruiz, Annie Trapp, Sarah Beth Trotter, and Elizabeth Bender. Thank you. Next, we have the Morris E. Johnson Award. The purpose of this award is to recognize those senior athletes within the GIA who have excelled in athletics as well in the classroom. I have to give a special thank you to Mr. Jonathan Stroud, who helps to gather all the academic information so we can hopefully get these fine student athletes recognized. A few of the qualifications: they must be in the top 10% of his or her class or in the top 10 of their senior class. They must have a cumulative GPA of 3.75 out of a possible 4.0, and they must have lettered twice in the sport which they are nominated. Additional consideration is given to those who participate in literary, the winning of academic awards and scholarships, all region honors, and all state honors. Student athletes, when your name is called, please come to the stage to receive your certificate. The GIA will mail the plaque sometime in the first week in June. And please remain on stage. We're going to take one picture. We're not going to do the Franklin Kennedy, whatever was going on there. One picture. Britt McDougall, Hank Monty, Amy Trapp, and Sarah Beth Trotter. Our third award, the Most Outstanding Male and Female Senior Athlete. This award is based on the recipient's entire athletic career at Augusta Prep. They are selected by vote of all of the varsity coaching staff members. This year's female recipient is Amy Trapp. This year's male recipient is Sam Connell. Our last and final award tonight is the Scott Jared Olaf Scholar Athlete Award. This athletic honor is awarded to the student who displays these characteristics possessed by Scott Olaf. Upper school coaches and faculty select recipients from a list of nominees proposed by the athletic director and the coaches of varsity sports. Athletic, the recipient should have contributed significantly to one or more varsity sports. Academic, the recipient should have at least a B overall GPA. Sportsmanship, the recipient should have consistently displayed the highest standards of courtesy, generosity, and fair play. Character, the recipient should have demonstrated a strong loyalty to the school, honesty and integrity, and a superior degree of friendliness toward and concern for all members of the Augusta Prep community. This year's Scott Jared Olaf Award goes to Hank Monty. Followed by Mr. Ryan Clemens.
The Augusta Preparatory Day School Senior Awards comprise 5 separate awards to acknowledge student contributions and achievements in scholarship, citizenship, service, spirit, and character. These awards are nominated and voted on by members of the upper school faculty. We'll begin with the Citizenship Award. The Citizenship Award is given to a student whose conduct, positive attitude, and selfless support of fellow students have best exemplified good citizenship in our school community. This kind-hearted member of the class of 2024 is a true leader of her peers with her incredible drive, can-do attitude, and tireless commitment to the school. She is respected by all and embodies the qualities that are most valued in our community. Because of her dedication, the faculty has selected Charlie Smith as the recipient of the Citizenship Award for the class of 2024. The Service Award recognizes a student who has generously given their time, efforts, and energy in service of others in all areas of school life. In addition to time, effort, and energy, this recipient has also contributed her leadership in service to Prep. Her commitment to serving her school is significant, admirable, and unwavering. Serving through NHS, serving coaches and athletes in all seasons as a team manager for 3 sports, and serving our community as an archival assistant, Rachel Gay has proven to be worthy as recipient of the 2024 Service Award. The Faculty Award honors a student whose unheralded contributions, conduct, and character have enriched the lives of students and faculty in the upper school. The recipient of this award possesses the utmost of character, is kind, and always doing the right thing. Her inner light shines brightly, and her morning greetings ignite instant smiles. You will never hear an unkind word uttered from her because she believes wholeheartedly in the power of goodness. For all that she embodies and all that she will be, the 2024 Faculty Award goes to Quinn Yates. The APDS Award is given to a student who has consistently demonstrated sound scholarship, loyalty to the school, willingness to serve, strong positive leadership, character, and a cheerful spirit. Whether in the classroom or on the field of play, the student's loyalty to Prep and to performing to the highest of standards is nothing short of remarkable. He serves his peers as a leader in many ways, and despite being beyond busy, his positive attitude and incredible work ethic are his trademark. So much could be said about this all-star of a Cavalier, so without further delay, the APDS Award for the class of 2024 goes to Fripp McDougal. The Augusta Prep Academic Honors are awarded to those 2 students whose academic achievements, wait, I think I'm gonna miss something. Yeah, I missed the Spirit Award, hold on. Got 2 pages. The Cavalier Spirit Award recognizes a student whose enthusiasm, humor, and devotion to the Augusta Prep family have most exemplified and raised school spirit. I'm not sure if there's another student who wants to see our students succeed more than she does. When competing, the fight in her is unending, and the word quit has no place in her vocabulary. She is the embodiment of spirit, and she inspires the same passion for our school and her peers. It is no surprise that she is one of our student section leaders. This Cavalier seems to inhale blue and exhale gold. It beats in her veins. Your Cavalier Spirit Award recipient for the class of 2024 is Sarah Beth Trotter. The Augusta Prep Academic Honors are awarded to those 2 students whose academic achievements are the highest and second highest of their graduating class. I am pleased to share that the race to the top this year was a very close one. Through their constant dedication, these two students pushed themselves and each other to do and be their academic best. With the second highest overall academic standing, please join me in congratulating your salutatorian, Hank Monig. And with the highest overall academic standing, please join me in congratulating your valedictorian, Maya Nussbaum. Traditions are an important part of any institution, as they are so much a part of the foundation. Marcus Garvey said, "A people without knowledge of their past history and culture are like a tree without roots." Well, the prep tree has deep roots, and we would like to honor one special graduation tradition this evening. In a moment, Ms. Jeannie Williams will call up the students to assume their positions on the risers. On your way to the stage, you will be given a gift bag that contains the collective wishes of your support network. Ms. Williams will begin with the longest tenured Cavaliers, known as lifers, and proceed through the class, at which point we will pause to allow for a quick photo before returning to your seats.
Senior LCA, it is a privilege and an honor to get to work with this group, some of which I only met as maybe 11th graders, and some that I've known since diapers. So I think this is a really special group of kids, and it's very fitting to start with our only preschool student, Mr. Evan Friedman, who will be attending Georgia Institute of Technology next fall. Joining Evan in pre-K, Miss Elizabeth Vender, who will be attending Augusta University. Two of our Cavaliers joined in kindergarten, Labib Hassan, who will be traveling to Otis College of Art and Design, and Liam Reardon, who will be taking on the University of Mississippi. Madison Hubert joined prep in 3rd grade and will be attending Augusta University. As well as Nacha Ramanathan in 3rd grade. Nacha will be going to the University of Michigan. And the last to join us in our lower school in 4th grade, Miss Emily Huo, who will be attending the University of Virginia. Also in 4th grade, Tanner Rush, who will be attending the University of South Carolina. The first to join us in middle school in 5th grade, Abby Watson. Abby will be attending Agnes Scott College. And 4 others joined Abby in the 6th grade. Hank Monig, who will be attending Vanderbilt University. Furman University. Charlie Smith, who will be attending Wake Forest University. And rounding out the 6th grade year, Annie Trapp, who will be attending College of Charleston. And we had 3 students finish out joining in the middle school in the 8th grade. J.T. Dong, who will be going to the Georgia College and State University. Jackson Drew, who unfortunately couldn't be here this evening, but will be attending Santa Fe College. And Mr. Chance Ruiz, who will be attending the University of Miami. Our largest group from the class of 2024 joined us in the 9th grade. Mr. Jack Butler, who will be attending Wofford College. Sam Connell, who is headed to Mercer University. Hannah Gay, who is headed to Georgia College and State University. J.T. Gay, who is joining the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers. Rachel Gay, who is joining Augusta University in the fall. Maylee Iwanski, who is headed to Converse College. Britt McDougall, who is joining University of Georgia. Annabelle Claire Wanya, who is headed to Elon University. And Sarah Beth Trotter, who will be joining Britt at the University of Georgia. We had 2 more seniors join their sophomore year here at Prep. Mr. Daniel Robertson, who is headed to the Catholic University of America. And Ms. Quinn Yates, who is off to University of South Carolina this fall. And our last group joined us their junior year, and we are so glad that they did. Mr. Gavin Bain, who is headed to Clemson University. Toddy Neon, who is headed to the University of Texas at Austin. And Nathan Smith, who is also headed to the University of Georgia. Once Nathan gets up there, it will be our chance to see your beautiful faces shine on the stage. So look back there towards Mr. Gay in the middle of the theater. Give him a nice big smile. I think they're an amazing group, don't you? Thank you so much, graduates. You may be seated. And Mr. Clements is going to come up for some closing remarks.
In the spirit of giving, I could not let tonight pass without recognizing the moms in the house. During the Senior Moms Luncheon, we touched on the emotional impact of celebrating our seniors as they reach tomorrow's significant milestone. With this emotion in mind, I thought the moms might be in need of a means to collect these happy tears and the memories they carry. I placed an embroidered handkerchief in the senior gift bags, which they have, and would ask that the seniors make sure that this small token of appreciation be delivered to your moms for tomorrow's graduation ceremony. It's embroidered with happy tears. So, probably should have given it to you before Mr. Schaefer's speech. Hindsight is 20/20, and I'm wearing glasses. Second gift. I've also placed a gift for the seniors in your gift bags. A friend recently reached out to me with the idea to have challenge coins made for the senior class to commemorate their graduation. This idea struck a sentimental chord with me because my father carried a special coin in his pocket for decades. When he passed away, I became the carrier of his special coin. Due to this idea resonating with me personally, I had coins made for each of the seniors and hope they serve to remind you of your time at prep. So these are the challenge coins, and they have a little spinner and some important words to help you remember your home. Maybe a new tradition. I got one more and then some closing remarks. In preparing for tonight, we realized, actually, in preparing to celebrate the seniors back in February, we realized that we had a family who has some special significance to our school. They have spent 25 years as parents at Prep. If you're familiar with the Friedmans, Evan's parents, Dana and Michael Friedman, have had a student at Prep for the last 25 years, which is a feat. And a special moment that we should remember them for just that kind of intestinal fortitude, we'll call it. But I couldn't let tonight pass without recognizing that kind of commitment, and they probably have more stories than we have time for tonight. But I wanted to give them a small token of appreciation for their time here. And I will get this to you after we part, but there's some flowers for you guys. I was talking to Dana earlier this week, and she said her eldest, when they first came here, asked if we could just make it to middle school here because their profession, they moved around. And Dana said, I don't know if we're going to make it to 6th grade or to middle school. And 25 years later, here we are talking about it this week in Ms. Erskine's office. Special, definitely. At this point, you still have to come back for games, okay? To the class of 2024, this evening marks the penultimate step leading to the culmination of your high school experience. I know there have been many lessons over the years and many more to come. We have tried to teach you to love learning, to lead, and to put good into the world, among many other things. In the simplest of terms, you possess within you a potent ability to change the world. Never allow yourself to be too big to acknowledge your shortcomings, and never allow yourself to be too small to feel like you can't incite change. Do what you can to make a world that you want to live in. Choose how much power you hand over to events and circumstances in your lives, and always remember that you get to decide how much you allow things to affect you. Can't get away with this last part. When faced with a challenge, remember the donkey. in the well, and the eagle soaring high. As we conclude our program this evening, please join me in thanking and congratulating the Augusta Prep Class of 2024. As I mentioned earlier, there's a lovely reception in the HVAC lobby, so enjoy.